hit it with the miniature here, see what happens. But because it's a lock nut, it's going to have some interference, so it's not going to want to come off. So I got it up on the jack stands. We'll see what happens here. Ooh, pulled it right off. Okay. I really didn't expect that. All right. But then we just going to have to give it a little wiggle. Probably have to give it a tap with a hammer or something a little heavy. And it's just a matter of wiggling it off now. So because this is all, this whole piece, to get you some good light, this whole piece, this is all one piece. And it's got a washer on it right here. It's got a washer on it right here. And you can see the yellow, that's the Loctite from the factory. But that's all it is. That I was not expecting that to come off as easy as it did. So we're just going to give it a couple of love taps with a hammer and you wiggle it off. There will be a seal underneath this little cover right here. But this is the shaft that goes back into the back and where your pinion turns and turns the tires. But so we're going to get this off and we're going to see if we can fix, easy out somehow, get that thread out of here without having to change out. But again, this is one of those, since we're going to take it off, we're going to get a new pinion seal and put it in here just in case. So when you have the opportunity to change seals on anything, change them. Okay, it's about to come off, but what I've had to do, see if I can get in here and get you a good shot. Okay, get you some light. Okay, what I've had to do is I've had to take the hammer and just slowly drift on the back side of the saddles. I do not suggest using these little tips here. It's just I'm hitting here and I'm spinning a little bit and hitting on the other side, just kind of working it off. So I'll have to get drop pan for this and have to add some differential once I get here. But this is the process of doing it, okay? And oh yeah, she needs it. Okay, so she's off. This is what she looks like from the backside. She has a little lip in there. And there is a specific washer that goes inside here that the nut goes on. And then you have your nut. Okay, and as you can tell, she's dripping pretty good. So I have a pan underneath there catching this. But this is your seal. It's a differential seal. And you can just tap it off or take and just kind of go around it and pull it off this way. And then putting a new one in is putting it in, tapping it in, just like with the transmission seal. But always, since we're having this off, we are going to replace that seal. So this is what she looks like with that snout off, with the yoke off. So there's your seal. Goes around, and this one you can just come from behind it with a short screwdriver and a hammer and just tap it out. But this is the gears. This is very important. And this is just so you have the yoke that goes up on them gears, just like that. And when you just kind of got to drift it off and get it working off, because see, she's in there tight. It's a very tight fit with the nut, and then there's a washer involved. But that's what it looks like without the yoke on the end of a differential. This is the one that I got off, and this is the one that I got from my friend. Now there's a problem now already, because this is bigger than this one. Different snout, and it's actually, this one is taller than that one, which is not an issue because that drive shaft is a little short anyways, but this would be fine for that half-inch difference. But the big problem is it's the same threads here, but as you can tell, this one is much beefier, much bigger than this one. So we're going to try to fix this one. Do it this way.
It's bit into it, it just ain't letting go.
This is a clear case of a 5-cent piece holding a $5,000 bill. Yep. Bits and chunks of the old bolt coming out. And this is just a plain example of you go nice and slow. This is not a little job that you want to just put the steroid jerk on and take a big hammer to. This is, he is just working it back and forth. And just when he feels it bind, he backs it off a half a turn. Just moving around, letting all the little chunks fall out. See all that debris on the bottom right here? That's that old bolt coming out because it just, it was stuck in there. That easy out was just not working. So we ended up what? Drilling it what? 4 times?
3 different sizes.
3 different sizes, yeah.
Smaller and it got bigger right up to the edge of the thread.
It got so thin that you could see the coils in the bolt itself from the inside. So she was good and thin, and then going with the tap.
There comes the big chunk.
There, yep. Saw that. I got it on camera. That big chunk. It's right down there somewhere.
Yeah.
But yep.
That was the biggest end of it.
But that's all the debris coming out from, yeah, and it's still coming.
Our tap's starting to come out now.
Okay.
We'll chase the other 3 holes to clean them
Oh,
out.
yeah. Just to make sure. Because apparently I suck at cleaning threads. Yeah, I suck at cleaning threads. Look at that. Look what I did. Okay, there are 2 kinds of seals that these come with. There's ones that come that all they do is just press inside. They don't have a lip on them. And there's ones that have this lip on them. Now, the ones just press inside like a transmission end shaft, you got to get a puller and try to jury them out. But because this is the older style, the one that has the lip on it, we're just going to take a screwdriver and a small hammer, and we're just going to work around and knock this little sucker out. All right, there you go. Took less than a minute. All right, see all that this inside there? Okay, so all that you got to be really careful of, but that's all there is to it. You just work your stuff around it. You just work your stuff around it a little bit of time. It took me less than a minute, and she came right out. And so we got to wait for the parts store. That seal is supposed to be in the morning. And oh yeah, she's brittle. She's hard. This is original equipment. Okay, again, like I always do, I took the old one along with me just to make sure they were the same, and nice and soft, brand new rubber, and it's part number for the differential seal 8460N, and it was $6. Okay, but what I did do was I took the wire wheel and I took a little bit of that coating off of the edge of it to help it seat up first. Now there's plenty of sealant still around the edge of that once you get it seated in the differential snout, so that'll just help it start easier, and so you can tap it in. And it's the same procedure as with the transmission snout. You just put it in, you tap it all the way around it, just tap all the way around it nice and slow, and just work it in with a hammer. Nice. Okay, one more thing I wanted to show you. Now I did give it a little quick coat of paint, and I did clean the back side of it, and I taped that off so it wouldn't get paint on it. But this is just, you know, prettiness. But I'm going to put this in. Now I wanted to tell you about this. This is the washer that goes here, and then the nut goes on top of it on the pinion. Okay, but the washer has two sides. There is a rounded side, and then there is a flat side. Okay, so the flat side always goes down to the yoke, and then the round side is what applies the pressure from the nut. Okay, so flat side of this washer is always down. You don't ever put one together without the washer, because it won't stay in place, because that washer is what holds it in place. And like I showed you, that seal is just like a yoke seal for the front on the transmission. It just, you can see where the ring there, where it was riding, the old one. So we are going underneath. Like I was saying, this is on the ground, and this is where you put a little bit of elbow grease in it. You're going to draw it the rest of the way up. You're just going to draw it up basically until she stops. Okay, so she's sliding in. Nice. There. Stop. Yep. And you're done. That's all there is to it. Now we can jack her back up, put her back on the stands. Well, I don't even have to do that. Just put drive shaft in. But then there's since we drained the majority of the gear oil out of it, we need to replace that. So, well, I'll show you how to do that. We'll get it back up in there, and we'll put some gear oil in it. And after we get the drive shaft hung, so we need to get it 7/16, pull these caps off, get the drive shaft out of the closet, and then we'll get after it. Okay, I just wanted to show you this part here. Now, you don't actually have to take them completely out. You can leave them loose so that the saddles have room to move. So that way you only have to finger tight in a couple of them. Okay, now that's a pretty sight. She got a little smudged up, but she is attached to that rear end. And again, that was a lot of fight, but now it's done. So now all we gotta do is add the gear oil back into the differential case, and then we're done. Cool. And how you do it in one of these is you have an access port right here, and it's a 3/8 Torx, and basically it's just a plug. You pull it out, and how you check your differential level is you stick your pinky in there, and if you come back and you have differential on your pinky, then you're right. But if you stick your pinky in there and it's dry, then you need some differential oil in your differential. So basically you just fill it up till it starts coming out this hole, put it back in, you're done. That's how it works. And it's just regular gear oil. You can buy it anywhere, it's cheap. So we're just going to pull this out and start putting it back in. And we'll see how tight this one is. Normally they're not too bad, but oh, okay, there she goes. Because they got sealant on them from the factory, and most generally these have never been taken out. But like I said, it's just, you can spin it out with your fingers, and it's just a plug, just a regular old plug. We'll just set that back up top right there. And you just take your gear oil jug and you just snip the top of it, and you stick it in the hole and you start squeezing it in. As you can see, I'm squeezing it in. Yep. I don't know if you can see that, but we're squeezing the new gear oil in. Now, some guys like use a tube and hang it up here and just let gravity do its work, but I'm a little bit impatient when it comes to that, so we'll just let it do its thing. Just give it a squeeze. And that old gear oil that was in it, it was, I think it was original. It stunk. If you guys have ever smelt old gear oil, there's nothing else in the world that smells as bad as old gear oil, in my opinion. I might be wrong, but in my opinion, ain't nothing else smells as bad as that. So, plug goes back in. Okay, and the last thing you want to check is make sure that your saddles are completely bottomed out against the yoke once you have her done. Well, she's done. I got the yoke back in the differential. She's not leaking. I added new fluid in, but I learned a couple of things on this job. Is that I got to watch my stuff a little closer because I thought those threads were clean. I really did. I used a gun brush on those with WD-40 twice on all 4 of them holes, and I thought it was clean. Now, I did find one thing that I needed to find, which was that I had a bolt that had a crack in it, which is a good thing. Another good thing I figured out that I have some very, very, very good dear friends that I've had my whole life. My friend that helped me with this, we've known each other since we were 10. 45 years of friendship. I called him up. I said, I need a little help. Do you have the tools that I need? He said, yeah, come on up. And we had her done in less than an hour. And we sat and talked and visited and had a good time. But that's the great thing about the car community. But she's fixed. Drive shaft is in. We got a lot of things to go. I still got to build exhaust on this thing, which is going to be a good one. The exhaust one is going to be a good one. You guys keep your eyes out for that one. If you want to see the video about getting that drive shaft built, I'll put it right here. Like, share, subscribe, smash that bell, tell your friends, comment down below. If I did something wrong, hey, this goes to prove that I can mess up just as well as anybody else can. So, and boy, let me tell you, my friends are giving me the stuff about the resin about this. So I'm hoping you guys have a great day. Because great day today, Camina drive shaft finally put in tomorrow. Y'all be good.